Bottom boy, the bottom boy, the bottom boy, the
Ba-
bottom boy, the bottom boy,
Them
the
boys,
bottom boy, the
bottom.
bottom boy, the bottom boy, the
Bottom boys getting the bottom of the
bottom
bottom boys getting the bottom of the bottom. Them boys getting the bottom of stuff.
Shawty.
I am your snake daddy, your shit poster supreme Matt Keck. Alongside me, as always, is the light of my life,
Paul Nessie Shields.
And if you've been listening, we are greeted by our third always-on member of the podcast, our official ghost of the show that we found lives in Paul's basement. I have downloaded the app. Rebecca is here with us, and if she has anything to say, I'll let you know. But not only is Rebecca here, we have our old friend Jesse Turney.
Hello, hello.
Jesse, how you been?
Not bad, not bad.
For those listening, Jesse's a guy that, God, we've probably known him for 20 years almost. However long I've been telling jokes, that's how long I've known Jesse. He was there the first time I did it. And yeah, I mean, we've ran into each other off and on ever since, often inebriated at different places. I remember a Rin festival, a Jersey Mike's. Oh, man. So how things been going?
Not too bad. Busy.
Busy. Always busy.
Oh, we didn't tell you about the ghost. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
I saw your face as we were telling you about Rebecca as you came in. I was like, oh, Matt should have told you about the ghost.
Yeah, there is a ghost that apparently we had my wife's ex-stepdad is a
murdered somebody in this house.
Yeah, very normal, as our ghost is saying right now. Super normal. He is a ghost hunter and taught us about this app that you can put on your computer and your phone, and apparently the ghost is supposed to speak to you through it. And we found Rebecca, so hopefully it's real because she's here and she's with us right now.
Yeah, this is the last episode. Go back to the last episode.
Check it out.
And you can...
Surprise, she's here.
And she's into pegging.
I mean, she might say yes to that. So, since last time, a lot has changed. But one thing that has not changed is the damn Raccoon Man of Sugar Creek. We haven't gotten any leads. The email is a drought. So I've printed up some flyers. I have some flyers, and I'm going to start going around to local businesses with our police sketched picture of the Raccoon Man, and I'm gonna start hanging these up at the laundromat. We need more information. We can't just have this guy running around looking like a raccoon digging in our garbage.
I've been asking everybody.
Yeah,
I've been asking everybody about it. Are you familiar with Sugar Creek? Even
I'm familiar with Sugar Creek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done drugs in Sugar Creek?
No.
Have you ever been drunk in Sugar Creek?
No, I'd avoid it for the most part.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
That's the thing, because the biggest thing in Sugar Creek is they have a landfill.
Yeah.
In Sugar Creek, which is one of the biggest attractions of Sugar Creek, and
of course,
and which goes with the raccoon.
Yeah, garbage
theme. Exactly. If you're gonna have a Raccoon Man, Sugar Creek. At the landfill.
Rebecca's saying we should take a trip to Sugar Creek, and I think we're going to do that before the next episode.
We need to retrace the steps.
We're gonna make a trip. I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
But before that, the reason we're here today is because we are gonna get to the bottom.
Oh crap!
Oh, what do you got?
You're too close to start.
What do you got?
Okay, so I've been growing this. You know, I had the.
You're growing your hair out.
Yeah, I growing my hair out because they were saying that. Everybody was saying I look like Kim Jong-un.
A little, yeah.
I mean, so I'm trying
to
grow my hair out, and then so I try to do this goatee thing.
It's looking good.
Yeah, but just kind of, it just makes me look like the evil twin of
Raccoon
Kim
Man?
Jong-un. Possibly Raccoon Man as well.
I think it kind of makes you look like Kung Fu Panda's dad, the sensei. Not the goose, the sensei. The little mouse.
The duck?
Dustin Hoffman, the little mouse
Dustin
thing.
Hoffman. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm shaving it. I'm going to shave it. This is the last time you're going to see
I like it.
I'm shaving it.
You're getting rid of it? You're like Stone Cold.
Keep it.
I'm not. This is not. I
You're
don't look like Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Stone
Cold Saki Un.
Kim Jong Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh man! Now, have you cut your hair? It's still,
I haven't cut my
it's
hair.
Still growing
either.
out. It's looking good.
I put some crap in it.
Yeah, I think I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good, slicked back like that. Doesn't look Kim Jong Unish.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what it kind of looks like?
Ooh.
Tekken.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say George Clooney.
Well, I did just. I finally watched The Flash. Spoiler alert.
Oh, did you?
I did.
When did
like
that come
it?
out?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Listen, it was garbage. But I will say this. It's not as garbage as some of the Christmas movies I've been putting down. And we are about to go into season 2 of the Christmas movie marathon.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we're going to
Man.
start with this one I saw a trailer for. If you want to follow along with those, look up the trailer for Hot Frosty, because I think that's the first one me and Polly are going to do. She fucks the snowman, Jesse.
Hot Frosty.
Yeah, it's
She
on
fucks
Netflix.
the
It's gonna be on
snowman.
Netflix. Yeah.
It
Would she like
remind-
move the carrot?
I mean, I was going to say, it reminds me of that old joke if I lost my virginity to snowman, put the carrot in the wrong place. Like,
Yeah. Plus, have you finished? Have you read? I guess we should plug up front, huh?
I am in the process of having just started listening to my audiobook on Wicked. I'm
Okay.
going to get that done this week, hopefully, so that
Okay.
we can go watch
Yeah,
it
I'm almost done with Wicked.
as
So
it comes out. Because we're also doing the book to movie, book verse movie.
Fight Club.
We got. So if it's been a book and they're making a movie, we read it, we watch it, and we tell you how shitty they both are when it's Salem's Lot. But when it's other things, we tell you which one's better.
If you want to be in a book club,
Join
this
us.
is it. If you want to be in a movie club,
Join it.
if you want to be in a fight club,
Join it.
we're freaking covering all bases here.
Only other person who provides those 3 is Reese Witherspoon. And you don't want to join her fight club. She will fuck you up. So bad.
The toughest part about clubs is you need other people.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't just
true.
be a one-person club.
That's a very good point.
So we're facilitating.
In fact, you can't even be a sandwich without at least 3 pieces of bread if you want to be a club.
3 pieces.
Yeah, a club needs a middle piece of bread.
Technically,
It
yeah.
does?
Otherwise,
is that
it's
the
not a
rules?
club. Yeah, that's what makes it a club.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was the bacon,
Sounds right.
maybe.
I mean, it
I
feels
thought it was the stuff you put on the dang that like a bacon and a tomato,
Well, that's just a BLT.
which is just a club.
No, but it's not a club till you got another layer.
Oh man,
I think.
okay.
Someone write us, leave a comment, let us know what a club
Oh,
sandwich is.
Rebecca just said yeah.
Oh, fucking Rebecca.
She knows. Me and her are on the same side.
Hmm.
Now, today, as I have pre-mentioned, we are going to get to the bottom of something we've mentioned a few times on here because
yeah.
we are obsessed with the Raccoon Man, our cryptid, but we're going to leave him to the side for now as we get to the bottom of cryptids. Now, people who don't know what a cryptid is your supernatural style beings, the ones that you've seen blurry photos of in the National Enquirer. Your cryptids the big ones are your Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Then you got your Chupacabra, Jersey Devil style jackal types. I call those 2 groups your mammals. Then you got like your lizard people. You got your Loch Ness monster. You got some water-based like creature, Black Lagoon, swamp creature like lizard group.
Are these official groups?
These are groups I have in my own head.
Oh, you made these groups
I'm
up.
making them up.
Oh man.
And then you got your flying group is what I'm going to call it because of the Mothman.
So
Now-
just flying by himself.
Yeah, there's the moth,
By
but
itself.
also the birds. I was gonna call it birds, but Mothman makes it flying.
Does a Jersey Devil fly? He got wings.
He might fly too, but I feel like he's more jackally still.
He's
He's a crossover.
he's got a bunch of different stuff. He's
Yeah.
got like a goat head, I think, right?
That sounds right.
And like wings.
Bat
and,
wings or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like some are scary and some aren't. Some people consider Bigfoot friendly. Others are afraid of all of them.
I've seen Harry and the Hendersons. And
I was gonna say propaganda.
What do you think?
He's a mean bastard.
You think he's mean?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt he's like super like
he's
inviting.
definitely a recluse,
Yeah,
right?
if he was inviting,
He's
would
like,
come
hey.
out and say, "Hey."
He's
Yeah,
in, like-
he'd have some friends.
He'd play some fucking cornhole.
Yeah, he's freaking.
Yeah,
He'd just be
exactly.
chilling in the woods with his
Exactly.
kid.
But there's a lot. It feels like there's a lot of them though. They're like worldwide. You got Yetis, you got Sasquatches, you got Bigfoots.
Skunk ape, I think is
Ooh,
what they
you
call
got
him in the
skunk
South.
ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, my favorite. I was looking some up. Well, my favorite is the from Alabama, the white thing.
White
thing.
thing.
The white thing, which I think is basically just a white Sasquatch with like juicy shorts.
Yeah.
just a little Sasquatch ass cheeks,
Yeah.
just
Real
flapping
tight hat.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, white thing.
Roll Tide. Yeah,
Oh,
that just,
right thing.
that's just Bigfoot that calls himself White Thing. Bigfoot already taken by the trucks, so my name's White Thing.
There were too many of them for me to do real in-depth research
But there's
on this.
so many.
So I just started trying to do.
And there's variants
the
of them. Like a lot of stuff.
North American ones. I tried.
So, what did you see the most looking at North America?
Well, most of them are like variants of
Yes.
like a Sasquatch.
A lot of that.
Or like the Loch Ness Monster,
Mm-hmm.
like variants of those.
What do you think about? Let's go to that one. Loch Ness Monster feels like one
Loch
that's
Ness Monster.
pretty specific.
Is there a United States version of that?
There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's one called what's that? They even call him Chessie or something. Even like
Like because is
Make
it
it
in
sounds
like the
like-
Chesapeake Bay or something?
yeah, something like that. I don't remember
Okay.
where.
Jesse.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's a
because it's
bunch
like
of them
Loch
that are
Ness.
like serpentine,
So
big.
all of these creatures, they live somewhere where it's like deep water, deep woods,
Yeah,
hard to see.
right. Otherwise, we'd see them.
We talked about.
Otherwise, they'd be out here.
We talked about deep water on our outer space episode and how we've explored like only like 5% of the ocean.
Right.
Yeah, it's much more. I think it's probably much more likely that these are real if they are water-based cryptids
Agreed.
that we wouldn't know anything about,
And
as
I've
opposed
seen
to land.
I've seen some of the shit
things.
that comes up from the deep ocean that you only see like once or twice.
Oh, it's fucking
pretty,
terrifying.
yeah, it's horrible.
Like
Yeah.
the goddamn like underbite, jagged ass teeth fish with this.
Fucking anglerfish,
Yeah,
anglerfish,
headlamp.
like lure your ass in there.
Yeah,
one
hey, come
purpose.
on.
The giant squid even was thought to be
yeah,
right. It was thought to be a cryptid until
and with like
they're
the
like, oh,
kraken,
here it is.
and then they found it.
yeah, there's a damn thing right there.
The kraken's real.
Yeah.
He's down there, and I mean the freaking oarfish, the doomsday fish. That's just like a big, long, weird silver thing that only shows up like right before tsunamis show up. Like,
Yeah. And does it have electricity in it or not?
Oh, yeah,
I
some of those
that
fish got
one doesn't, but
electricity.
they
Yeah.
got a lot of
Yeah.
them that do. They got
shock you.
superpowers in the fish, and people want to pretend that there couldn't be. Now, Loch Ness, I get. It's a limited water space. I understand.
It's still big.
right. That's the thing. It's still big enough that it could avoid you. You never know.
What's the? Oh,
It's maybe a little less likely in the smaller space, but overall, I believe in water-based cryptids, I think. I at least believe in the source of it. I at least believe people are misseeing real fucking crazy shit that came out of the ocean.
Yeah, they're not all just fisherman stories that have gotten out of hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes you
I
just
think-
see the big crazy fucking thing that lives in the ocean.
yeah, I think if there was something, if it was like something that, it's got to be some kind of monstrosity. Otherwise, they would just like fuck it.
I mean, have you seen the size of some of these catfish?
Because otherwise they're gonna make it like it's a monster. Instead, they'll be like it's a mermaid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what.
Like they
that's-
did with the manatees. They thought
Yeah.
they were mermaids. And
Right.
They fucked those.
Yeah,
fat
so
little
they just
bastards.
want to. So they're mermaids.
They
They're not gonna call them
literally
monsters.
they fucked them.
Oh yeah, they fucked
Sure.
them.
I mean,
And just like
They
history
fuck
has
mermaids,
always
not
done,
manatees.
they talked up the mermaids that they fucked that were actually totally not manatees.
But instead, they were just sea cows that
Yep.
Jacques Cousteau was going.
Which we got to the bottom of on the what to the bottom of the
Ocean.
Ocean
Yeah, we solved
episode.
mermaids.
We
did.
solved mermaids.
And we're solving cryptids right now.
Cryptids. What constitutes a cryptid?
I think a cryptid is any creature that seems to have some level of supernatural power that is reported on by multiple independent sources over a decent amount of time. So, like, you know, you get the same story from all these people.
Oh yeah, or similar.
Yeah, right. And so
Yeah.
so it's like Mothman. Like, everyone describes the red eyes, they describe the way his black body is, they describe the wings. That one seems scary to me. He seems intimidating. I don't know that if I was going to be visited by a cryptid, I don't know that Mothman's top of my list. He's cute. I'll give him that. He's cute.
I don't know. They sure didn't describe him as cute.
Yeah, but they make really cute stuffed animals of him. I got a little plushie.
Any
of him. It's
plushie's
really
cute.
Yeah.
You think Jesus is a cryptid?
Okay, I'm listening.
Am I gonna say?
I mean, I'm open to the theory.
I'm just saying.
Okay, could walk on water.
Everything you described seemed.
You know what? According to my description, yes.
Maybe the Mothman is Jesus that just came back.
But he's a person. Yeah. They said he was a person that did these things.
Sure.
But Bigfoot could be
But
a big
these things
person.
are humanoid.
Often humanoid.
Yeah. They say Bigfoot's the missing link, right?
Okay, hear me out. Let's go back further than Jesus. The Egyptian gods. Humanoids with animal heads.
Yeah.
Raw and stuff.
All right, that's interesting.
Are those
Yeah.
just ancient cryptids? Huh?
Anubis.
Yeah.
Or like the
dog head?
Yeah.
That's just a
That's
chupacabra.
crazy.
That's just the chupacabra.
Egyptian
Right?
chupacabra.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with chupacabras.
Are you?
Yeah, they've killed goats.
That's true. You hate
I fucking
he
hate
hates a
goats.
goat. He
I
hates
hate
a
goats.
goat. Gas
Why?
crust uniform.
They're pieces of
Listen,
shit.
Rebecca
enough.
is not chiming in very well. Yeah. So there's a few stories with Paul and goats. He just had a lot of them as kids, and he never actually
okay.
wanted them, and he would have to wake up early to milk it. And then his mom thought that meant he liked it, but he really
so
just didn't want it.
then
to,
you get more
Next
goats.
thing you know, it's
so
goats,
then
everything.
Yeah. Now he's got
Yeah.
all these goats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out, Paul, not the goat. Not the
Not a
goat
goat
guy.
fan.
Not a fan of goats.
Chupacabra fan? Yes.
Because that'll get him.
Chupacabra and gyros.
I feel like
Huge fan.
most cryptids probably would eat goats. Like, I bet a Bigfoot would eat a goat. That's a slow animal, small enough it could pick it up and take it back to the woods.
I mean, they're not that small.
Yeah, but a Bigfoot's like bigger than Andre
Well,
the
Bigfoot
Giant.
could.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bigfoot could go grab a goat and eat that thing.
Well, sure.
I bet all the cryptids.
Do they eat meat?
I bet they do.
They eat.
I
I
think.
would imagine. They got to get some kind of protein if they're going
I
to.
don't know.
I've seen a beef jerky commercial
Yeah?
that had a Bigfoot eating beef jerky. So they at least, if they get the taste for meat, they will at least consume some as a snack,
Yeah.
as
with
a little treat. They have sharp teeth. That means they tear meat.
Do they?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I think they got.
I never heard of Bigfoot's teeth described.
All right. Listen,
Has anybody got that close?
I'm gonna Google Bigfoot.
I remember, because when we were talking about superstitions, I kind of went off on the cryptid deal, and I told you about that one TV show, reality TV show that Dean Cain hosted, where he brought on all these Bigfoot hunters, and all the Bigfoot hunters came on, and they would every week they would eliminate somebody who couldn't find evidence of Bigfoot. Somebody would get eliminated, and then finally one of the guys got drunk and said he had sex with like a baby Bigfoot, and then I think they had to cancel season
So they
2 after
canceled
that.
Season 2.
After that, but
because he had.
I don't remember them
Because I'm
like the
pretty sure he
teeth.
just fucked a wild hog.
They were just going around.
So I Googled, and most artist renditions don't seem to agree. Some of them have like some sharp, like ape-like, like baboon-like teeth.
Okay.
And some of them are very hairy in the Henderson style, flat teeth. So I think it
Herbivore.
depends. Yeah, I think it depends
Yeah.
on your own perspective of what the
I guess whatever you see.
the Bigfoots and Sasquatch, whatever
Whatever,
they're up
whichever
to.
one you see, I guess.
What do you think they're up to? You think they're? You think what's the?
I have a
deal?
theory. I have a theory
Uh-huh.
on big feets.
Yeah. What's their deal?
I think that Bigfoots.
Feets, foots, fits,
I think they have.
big fits. No, foots is good. We'll go with foots.
Fetuses.
Big fetus. Big feasts.
Big feet.
So,
Big feces.
I think a Bigfoot. I think Bigfoots have small penises.
Oh, you think it's the opposite of the rumor? You think the bigger the foot, the smaller the dang
I think. Well, Bigfoots don't wear clothes aside
True.
from.
fur?
Oh
They
yeah,
just
so you
have
don't
some
want to
fur.
get that thing snagged on something because that would.
Yeah, I
Good
think
point.
they
Then
don't,
again, maybe
don't
that's
wear
why there's
clothes.
so few of them too.
And if you saw a
Imagine it
Bigfoot,
gets caught on a thorn.
if you saw a Bigfoot and he had a big penis
Yeah,
and he had big feet,
yeah. You'd
what
call
would you
him-
name him?
I'd name him Big Dick. You're right.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dick of the forest.
Yeah. That's why I'm pretty sure big feet have.
Yeah, that's true. The
Small
foot
dicks.
the foot stands out, not the dick. Because if you see a naked thing, the first thing you're looking at is the genitals, regardless of what
Yep.
it is. Don't matter if it's man,
Oh, yeah.
woman. It don't matter if it's 20 years old. Doesn't matter if it's 90 years old.
That movie would have been called Hang Down in the Hendersons.
Yeah, yeah.
They did, which is one of the deals that they hang down. Is like, what's coming through the moonroof? That's a.
Denting the top of the car with it.
Jesus
One of the things they said that I read to debunk like that famous Bigfoot video, you know, the one where he's
Oh, the
where
yeah.
he's just strolling
the
around,
pose.
is because it's supposed to be like a female one, they say, because he's got boobs or whatever, but they're like hairy.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, because most like
Apes don't
Apes-
have hairy titties?
right,
Mm.
right, most
Touche.
primates, I guess, don't have hairy tits, but
But
there was a
Wookiees
girl
do.
I dated
Uh-huh. I got
that would have an argument with you. Yeah.
I got Wookie boobs. I got Wookie boobs.
No. Hey, I'm just saying that's how they debunked it.
Mm.
I'm cool with it.
I'm not a I am fully bunked. I am still fully bunked. I have not been debunked yet. I feel like the cleavage of a Bigfoot could be hairy. You don't know. You don't know a thing.
Did you watch that Sunset Sasquatch Sunset, I think it's called?
Oh no,
Say-
I've not seen that one.
I think it's called Sasquatch Sunset.
Uh-huh.
It's with Jamie Jamie.
Oh, it's the one that are all. It's like an all
They're
Sasquatch
just
movie.
they're just Bigfoots.
Oh.
And there's no words. It's just them as Bigfoots. And they just go around pooping everywhere and jacking off and
Oh, Castaway.
World Son.
Oh man! Oh Jesus Christ! No, I've not seen the Jack Off Sasquatch movie, but I want
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I feel like the Jack Off Sasquatch movie sounds pretty good.
Yeah, what's his name? Jamie, the Zombie Land guy. Is it one of the
Woody
Jesse
Harrelson. Oh,
Eisenberg?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse
yeah.
Eisenberg? Yeah, is one of the Sasquatches.
He does some weird stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
It's
good.
real. I mean, like the female Sasquatch, like scratch herself and like put her fingers up for the sniff. I was like, what's going on with this movie?
That is incredible. That is wild.
I don't think I
Feels scientific.
don't think it was Disney.
It might have been.
Maybe.
They do have the Abominable Snowman and the Monsters Inc.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Did they do that Bigfoot cartoon? Which one's that? No, I don't think so.
No, don't think they did Bigfoot.
There's some Bigfoot.
There was.
Cartoon.
There was a missing link one, too.
Oh, yeah. No.
Now, do you think
Linky.
Bigfoot is the missing link?
I mean, why not? I don't know.
Like, do you think...
Is there a missing link?
I don't
Does
know
there have to be a missing link?
I don't think there
I think
has
it could
to
be an offshoot of the Giants.
Oh, see, I'm into this.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Somehow they like had that. What's the opposite of alopecia? That
Ooh,
genetic
yeah.
disorder.
Oh,
Where it's just
yeah.
Where
Where
they
you're
were
all
just.
hairy. The guys with
The
the
lion
faces.
guys. The lion guys in the circus that are called the Lion Man or whatever. Yeah.
And then a couple of them hooked up, and then they just created this whole offshoot, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we're freaks. We better go hide in the woods." And then
Yeah, what if-
generations of
What hiding
What
the
if the
woods
only
they did?
reason there's only a few of them is because the giants are still in the center of the earth, right? And they kick out the hairy ones.
yeah.
The center of the earth?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Where else would a giant be? You'd see it if it wasn't in the center of the earth.
Oh, well, I guess. That's good reasoning.
I'm just making it up. I don't know, man.
Maybe on like
They
on
shun them
top
out
of
of
a
Middle Earth
mountain.
because they're like, "Get out of here, you fucking hippie!
Yeah, get outta here.
Go live off the land up there.
You're gonna be too warm here in the center of the earth with all that hair.
Go grow a fucking garden."
All you long hair. Okay, so if you were someone who continually saw a cryptid, what would your plan be? Would you try
Continually saw?
Yeah, if you kept seeing them, would you move away? Would you try to make contact? Would you try to film it? What's your go-to plan if you ever come in contact with one of these mythical beasts?
Well, I think if anyone sees one, even not continually, just firstly, will film
Fuck
it. Or fuck them.
Oh, film it. I mean,
That's-
film it.
Film them.
Okay, but let's touch on this real quick before I agree. I think film is an initial instinct, but honestly, I think a lot of people would probably try to fuck it.
Now, I'm not
I
into
think
bestiality or anything like that, but that'd be a pretty good brag, right?
I feel like a lot of people would try. Now, if you had to fuck a cryptid, who's your choice?
The
Mona from Who's the Boss. She's got to be some kind of like.
Mona, she like, man, when I was little, Mona, I didn't even know what was going on. Mona come in, I'd be like, what's going on?
You liked her, huh?
I guess so.
Mm.
I mean, I really liked.
For me, that was Blanche from the Golden
Yeah.
Girls. Every time she walked in,
Yeah,
I
they're
wanted
pretty
to
much.
dip my dip my toe in the lake called Blanche Devereaux.
I think she based her character off of Mona, probably.
Oh yeah,
They were close.
Mhm.
The Mona was close. Yeah. Yeah.
Who would you bang
Close
as
to
a
my heart.
cryptid?
I would bang the the infield horror.
Ooh, which
What's the
one's this?
infield horror? What's
Yeah,
Infield, it's like in so it's Enfield, Illinois, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Enfield, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
It's okay, so I think it may be, well, it's described as having, it's the opposite of the Bigfoot theory in that I think it has a huge penis.
Oh.
Because it's described as having 3 legs.
Oh, but you
Mhm.
don't think that's the case. You think it's like friggin' Ralph Fiennes running down the stairs
what I'm
with Red
assuming.
Dragon.
Some people say they think it might be.
Oh, that's a great reference.
I just remember when I saw the shadow flopping while he was running, and I was a young man. I was like, I didn't know they made him that big.
Why is he carrying a radiator hose with him? What? Pathump.
So the
Trying to siphon
infield
fuel.
horror,
Yeah,
and he's got a big dang.
I think so. Some people, they think maybe because he said he had short arms and he was. Some people think it was an escaped kangaroo, but
And that was the tail, huh?
I think it just had a big dick.
Well, how is an infield? What's a kangaroo doing in infield?
Not.
It seems more likely
Running
that it's a
home.
cryptid to me. With a big, fat dick.
Dick.
A big old cryptid dick. I think if I had to choose a cryptid to get it on with, I would choose.
Do we get to choose? I
Well,
don't think we get to choose.
but if we do get to choose,
Well, wait, who's the dominant in this scenario?
I'm gonna assume not me.
'Cause
I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna walk in and Bigfoot is going to crush me to death. But that's fine. I think that would be fine. I'll go with Bigfoot, especially if that first one was a female. Hairy boobies, let's go. I'm fine. I don't mind. Let's go. I love dogs.
Do leprechauns count as
They're-
cryptids?
Ooh. They're probably Irish cryptids, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
That feels like an Irish cryptid to me.
Okay, so I'll fuck a leprechaun.
Ooh, I like
Ooh.
that. I like that. Because I feel like
sounds lucky.
gnomes and stuff probably would have to be too.
Mhm.
Like,
they got gold.
yeah, that's true. I ain't saying he a gold digger, but he ain't fucking no broke cryptids. Mm-mm.
Yeah, leprechauns.
Man, that
Oh,
sounds
man.
pretty good. And you know, like the leprechaun, he likes to get high. I've seen the movie. He's always smoking.
Smoking a pipe and
Oh yeah, I'd like. Yeah, good. I'll join you.
Legalized
We'll just
pot
have,
of
like, a-
gold.
Leopard train
Oh,
and
come on, right, train.
oh
Yeah,
man. Now who's got a big shillelagh?
So your first move, if a cryptid shows up, is to take the picture.
well, yeah, I think that's anybody's, right?
I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like that's a pretty
everybody
good
nowadays
Something's
thing.
going on.
Take videos of people shitting on the streets
Yeah.
everywhere. So I think
There's a turkey
cameras are
ran
ready.
across out back here. Like, oh, let me take a picture of that.
Do you have pretty quick reaction time with the phone and the
I'm
and the picture?
52 years old.
So no.
Yeah.
How about
That'd
you?
be no.
You got a quick reaction
I'm
time
not-
with the phone. Something happens, you flip it out.
Yeah,
You good.
I'm
You're
pretty quick with it. Yeah,
Okay.
anytime some shit's going down, yeah.
I can be. Sometimes I just don't think about it. Sometimes I just let it happen.
Kind of shocked in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have some pretty amazing memories of like these two guys fighting on the street in San Diego. That was really awesome, but I didn't film it. What
You
the
want to
hell?
live in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I was quicker, but I'm not.
I was trying to place a bet. I was trying to record it. I was trying to do all sorts of things, and it just blew it. Last time I do heroin.
Good old San Diego.
No, but seriously, there was dudes just like straight up freebasing on the side of the road while we were walking to TwitchCon or whatever it was
Wild.
we were going to. That was a crazy day. That night ended with me watching Megan Thee Stallion twerk on Master Chief in the Padres stadium.
There's so much going on there.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm was in the same booth as me.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Man, I wish you were quicker on your phone
I know.
stuff.
I have a picture of one of my coworkers with Jake from State Farm up in that booth where they had. You can see the buffet, but you can't really see any of the Megan Thee Stallion
Oh,
stuff.
man.
It was great though.
Twerking on Master Chief.
Yeah,
That
At
would have made
Padres
that.
Stadium?
so yeah, because it was TwitchCon, so it was like an
Oh, so there
event.
wasn't a game going on. So this wasn't like an after party.
No, it
or
was just
something
like
that.
on the
Okay.
field, and she's doing a concert, and there's like 300 nerds on the field for TwitchCon, like hanging out,
Right.
and one of them dressed as Master Chief goes up there, and she twerks all over him and stuff. And then I'm up in this booth with like my Wendy's clients and a bunch of other like the corporate clients, and that's why Jake from State Farm's up there, is because they must have done something with them too that year. And then she starts singing that one fucking song because it had just come out, the wet ass pussy song.
Oh,
And
no.
my clients were so uncomfortable, and I was just getting down on it. That was a good day. I was wearing these same sweats. These are my TwitchCon sweats.
Nice.
I got them for free. Let's go. Megan Thee Stallion, not a cryptid, but almost as magical.
Sounds like it.
Who are you going to tell? Do you have people, if you see something crazy, do you have people in your life you can tell that will just outright like laugh at you?
Oh, yeah. They won't believe me, but they'll let me finish the story.
Yeah, fair. They'll at least listen.
I mean,
You could convince me of some stuff.
I gotta figure out what something is and then go. I mean, I'm
Because
not.
you're about as much of a skeptic as I am. Like, you're willing to like indulge.
Oh, yeah.
But
For
we
sure.
have similar skepticisms.
Sure.
So I think I would believe you for sure if you like were being serious about something.
Matt, I got to talk to you. I fucked a leprechaun.
I'd be like, all right, hold up.
You're not gonna believe this.
When?
Jeff
Where?
Goldblum.
So many.
Was
Okay, but you're not gonna believe this. When I was in Cannes, France, I was walking down the street and Jeff Goldblum walked past us with his entourage because he was there to give some fucking speech, and my bosses were in front of me talking to each other, paying no attention, didn't even notice, and I just walked past. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Jeff Goldblum." And then I told them, and they're like, "Oh, well, we missed Jeff Goldblum."
who played the Fly?
Yeah, you missed the fucking Fly, my guy.
Ridiculous.
Man, over here name dropping.
I mean, I walked past him on a road. I don't know that that's name.
I fucking would name drop it every time you mention his name. I would do the same.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting story. To be within 10 feet of Jeff Goldblum is a magical. You know, he walked past. That was great. Yep.
Nice.
Kind of like a cryptid, honestly. I feel like celebrity sightings and cryptids are pretty similar, where they're almost similarly unbelievable. All the stories are kind of the same. You know, it's the same thing.
Do you think the cryptid things are more of a mass, like what do they say, when the mass consciousness
hysteria,
thing?
Like
where
a hive mind type deal.
Mass like hallucinations.
Well, yeah. Well, they believe it because somebody says it, and then not, you know, oh, I heard it before, but not just like you know, like telling somebody else's joke.
Yeah.
You didn't realize you were telling somebody else's joke.
Yeah.
You thought you came up with it.
Yeah.
But then you see it, you got extra stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably not really a good comparison, but
I mean, but no, I get what you're saying. I think that there's some, like, is it incepted into people to some degree? Like, is it hypochondriac to some degree? Is
somebody
it like,
saw something, and then I see some.
Yeah, are you in?
Was that red eyes? Sure it was. I was red eyes.
Yeah, you're influenced by the perception of others. Are you real? Is that your real? I mean, it's like thinking about memory in general, right? Are the memories you have from the youngest moments of your life actually your memories, or are those the stories that the family told you over and over and over again? You don't know that. I don't know that I remember these things from when I was 3, or if that's just the story I was told over and over, and I have this made-up memory in my head.
Maybe that's why.
That's why
I don't remember shit.
That's why an eyewitness on a court case is completely unreliable testimony, because eyewitnesses have been proven to be influenced by the testimony of others, exactly like you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
That, and I think the way your brain works in like an intense situation like that, like you witness something crazy, like here's one. I witnessed a car accident and the car drove off, and then when everybody was giving their witness statements, I in my head, that car was blue. That car was definitely blue. From what I remember, the car was not blue. It was red. And they found the guy or whatever, and everybody else is saying it was red. I'm like, no, I distinctly remember that car was fucking blue that came barreling down here and smacked that car.
Yep.
So I don't know what the hell happened in my head, but
right.
It was,
Well,
my
people are in a
memory is
different
still...
mind. Yeah, especially if you see a cryptid. Something weird.
Now
your head's going to be in a different mind.
Now let's wrap this back around to what we like to do here on the Bottom Boys is wrap around all our stupid theories and link them all together. So what if, let's go to quantum immortality. What if in the moment that you saw this car wreck, you did indeed see a blue car, except in the universe with the blue car, you were somehow also involved in the wreck and died, and you shifted your consciousness into a parallel universe in which the car... was actually red. A simple Mandela effect. Or was it your memory playing tricks?
Well, hopefully just my memory playing tricks, but that other thing sounds pretty neat too.
Would you be bothered to know you had died a ton of times, but your consciousnesses had just merged into a simple version of yourself?
Holy shit, that's interesting. That's wild.
Right?
That would kind of bother me.
Would it?
Yeah, kind of. A little bit, yeah.
It's kind of like, have you ever seen the one with Jet Li where he kills all the other versions of himself?
That's what I would do.
Like that.
Except for it would just be a big, like, tug
just
party.
Just a giant Jesse circle jerk.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the Jesse Daisy chain.
Everybody take a Turney.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Man, that got weird. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
See, do you think that's? I mean, do you think that's what half of it is?
So maybe? Maybe the cryptid. Like a lot of times, we talked. Even talking to Jerry about ghosts. We talked about ghosts and how maybe ghosts are a manifestation of layered universes where the fabric between them grows thin, and it's not actually someone who's dead, but it's actually a simple look through into a parallel universe.
Right. So in one universe, the car was blue or whatever. And
right. In one universe, it wasn't.
Yeah,
so what's to say that with these cryptids, etc., that's not a similar thing, that we're not seeing them in situations where the fabrics are loose, where there's an in-between? What if these are the familiars that show up? This is how our minds can perceive information that they're not totally ready to perceive. And that's why it comes across in familiar ways, but not always identical ways. Why is it that the story of the Mothman sounds so similar to the stories of alien abductions? Why is it that the stories of the Chupacabra sound so similar to the stories of the Bigfoot, even though both of them are very different sizes?
Did Bigfoot suck goats?
No, see, and that's the only difference, is the Chupacabra eats the goats, but the visions of them and how
and
they
people
represent
see them of whatever
are
it
very
is.
similar.
Uh-huh.
Why
Sure.
is that? And yeah.
Okay, and plus, but also it could be because people have read it before, seen something similar before.
Mm-hmm.
They're not registering it, and then, like I said before, and then it comes out as.
Then we
their
come to
own deal.
the chicken and the egg of information, right? Are you seeing things just because you've been told things, or are these the things you're actually seeing? And that becomes hard, because it's like when someone tries to describe certain prophecies, they like start breaking down like, well, it's because they didn't understand what they saw. They were trying to describe helicopters and airplanes, but they were calling them locusts or whatever the fuck. And I just jumped off the deep end. What are you going to say, Colin?
No, I don't know. I guess, like, when I asked, I know I was doing it in a joking way, but not really, about if Jesus was a cryptid.
Right.
You know? But, I mean, there's no actual... I mean, you don't have pictures of Jesus.
Right,
Somebody
it's
draw him, and they're drawing him from what somebody else tells them that it
and
is.
It's
just like
not direct
you're doing
recorded history.
Yeah.
The earliest written copies we have of a lot of things are like 200 years post his death. That doesn't mean that the copies didn't exist before then. We just don't have the ones from before then.
Right, and I'm not saying he didn't exist.
Absolutely
I'm not saying that at all. But
you're saying he was a lizard person.
I'm saying,
and that's why he could run on water,
maybe
just like the
Sasquatch.
lizards that run on water.
Oh man,
you know.
I don't know that I was saying that.
Oh.
But
you might have
what
been.
I was saying
you might have been.
Is that
you heard it here first, folks.
people say
Paul
it's not
thinks
real?
Jesus is a lizard person.
Hey.
Maybe that's how he got his name.
The more you say it, the more it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the lizard people supposedly control the world. So.
You could convince me.
You could break it down and convince him. It would make sense if, like, he regenerated after those 3 days with reptilian regeneration and came back.
Oh, like a skink tail.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
It
Jeez.
does.
I don't.
You're like, I need to stop breaking this down because it's making too much sense for too much nonsense.
So which one of them do you think is probably the most likely?
Okay.
Or is there more than one, do you think, was more likely?
I think, for me, the most likely to exist in some way feels like Mothman, and let me tell you why. The Mothman doesn't look like anything else. The Yeti, maybe it's a polar bear. The Bigfoot, maybe it's a grizzly bear, maybe it's an ape. There's a lot of other animals, maybe you're getting mistaken. The Chupacabra, same thing. There's a lot of things maybe you just missaw. You didn't miss, giant fucking moth with red eyes.
He's right.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Yes. And it was the whole town almost, right?
Yes,
like the whole
like a
town
whole
saw it.
town.
A whole lot of
and
people,
then
yeah.
and then it went from different towns, and each time there were multiple witnesses. Like, for me, Mothman, I ain't going to New Jersey anyway. But I feel like he's fucking things up over there, ain't he?
Yeah, there's a lot of lead in the water.
Is that where he is? Up there?
In Flint, Michigan.
No. Oh, yeah, there's that too.
He's like everywhere almost. I feel like the Mothman's everywhere.
He's up north, right? And somewhere.
Okay, but
that's more. It seems.
he
okay.
could be.
That seems
he
like a
could just be-
Mothman would be more of a. Did he do bad stuff? Did he cause a car crash?
I
Or did
mean,
he?
he shows up
in the
when
movie, didn't he save
shows up
people on
when-
the bridge?
So he shows up when bad stuff's going to happen. He doesn't actually do it. He's just an
Yeah.
omen.
So that makes maybe
It's
sense.
like a sleep paralysis demon, right? It's like a
maybe
thing
maybe he
that
was.
shows up in the moment.
Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
Yes. Once it was very horrible. It was just like a black thing,
Like a
grabbed
mass?
me. Yeah, and then like it felt like drug me around the room and on the ceiling. It obviously didn't happen, but that's what it felt like.
I've had it several times, and the scariest part for me, like I've never really seen the sleep paralysis demons that everybody talks about, but
The Hat Man.
You just can't move.
you can't move. Like you're wide awake, but you can't breathe or move, and you're like, oh, finally you snap out of it or whatever. But there was one time where there was like a black like cloud type thing or
that's
whatever
what it felt like
that like
for me.
flew into me, but it was like the blackest black. Like it wasn't just like black,
It was
like
that
the color black. It was
Fanta
like
black,
it was
black
like
hole.
it was.
So what is the sleep? I don't mean to get off.
It's like when you're between, like you're
I
not.
don't know that we're off topic.
Yeah, I think yes we are.
Yeah,
On
we
the
got
same
way
page.
off the topic
No,
on that
I don't
one.
think
Except
we
for-
are.
well,
I think
sleep
we're
paralysis.
still on topic. Sleep paralysis demons are just
Is it a
mental
demon thing?
cryptids.
Mental cryptids, exactly. It's like when you're not quite like your brain hasn't quite woken your body up yet,
So you sit
and
there
they
like
kind of go hand in
paralyzed.
hand with like sleep apnea.
So Amber's brother Joey had had night terrors mixed with like sleep paralysis. So he would wake up screaming and stuff, but he would also like see things while he was trying to wake
So
up.
I'm just trying to figure out.
So he'd
what,
see people
because
like
you're asleep.
hanging,
If you're
or he'd
asleep,
see,
how are you
like, this guy
paralyzed?
in a
I guess.
hat.
How do you know you're
Yikes.
paralyzed if you're asleep? I guess is what I'm trying.
You're wide awake, but you just can't move.
So
Okay.
you're like you just
Because
can't move
I have
anything.
definitely. It happens to me where I get hypnotized
Yeah.
at night with road signs if they're going by.
Oh, when you're driving, that's safe.
Oh
Well, no, it's not safe. No, I get it. I understand. No,
But
totally.
it puts you in a theta trance almost.
Right, because the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like a back
Yeah,
and
how
forth.
it's- that's-
especially
yeah.
when it's dark. It's like
And
you
that's
see the
when
same
the
thing.
Mothman
and then
shows
I
up.
freeze and I can't move. And I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but
Right.
And it's the deal of, and I'm there.
Yeah,
you know,
and the lines.
and
in
there's
the
no
road,
Mothman. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the difference was between those two things.
Yeah.
'Cause I definitely think I've been hypnotized.
Yeah, I could
That's
see.
what.
I mean, because sleep paralysis demons often have similar traits amongst people as well. There's the Hat Man that everyone sees. That's just like a dark figure that wears the hat. That's even kind of what Slenderman comes from. Is like that was one of the things that people remembered, like seeing in their nightmares and it being familiar. And so I think potentially there is some crossover there. Like you're saying, hypnotized on the road before a car crash, and what do you see? I mean, why not a sleep paralysis demon that everyone else sees, like the Mothman? I think what it really comes down to is the world is huge, so there's plenty of mystery left. We've barely explored the ocean, like we said. We've barely explored our forests, for God's sake. But simultaneously, the human mind remains incredibly fragile and impressionable. And so it becomes hard because we seek wonder. We seek the next thing. We want something to be true because it'd be new. It'd be exciting. But at the same time, we're going to reach to make that happen. We're going to look at it's like when this spits out words. Half the words it said tonight, I turned it off because none of them actually were even relevant to what we were talking about. But you want to read, you want it to be, because it makes it more fun. And so I think all of the cryptids are real. That was my speech to let you know that I think every cryptid is real.
I think they could be. I think the difference between like what you described, the Mothman, seems like more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah, I mean it does.
Than
right?
a Bigfoot thing. You know, Bigfoot. You see this
true.
dude in the freaking.
Yeah, he's not showing up for any reason.
Right.
Necessarily. He's not
but that
saving
seems like
people or
the Mothman
anything.
seems like more of a thing
Like a
for
warning.
to be, you know, like a God sign. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
almost like a death figure.
As opposed to
yeah,
just
he's,
a Bigfoot
Yeah, he's like
that
like,
you see?
like Jesus. Yeah, where's the line between mystical and ethereal? Like, where's the line between the physical plane and the ethereal plane when it comes to cryptids? Do they all have magic powers, or are some of them just weird old creatures like Bigfoot and Loch Ness, and some of them have powers like your Jersey Devils, your so on, your Jesuses.
So when people see Bigfoot, they don't actually see Bigfoot. They see Bigfoot's ghost.
Yeah, what if they do? What if it is just ancient ghosts?
maybe that's why they're blurry photos.
What if it's just ancient echoes?
Right?
maybe
Wild.
Bigfoot's in a different
What if he's got hoes in every area code?
What if Bigfoot
Now with that small ass dick.
Yeah, he ain't getting nothing. He ain't going to infield. You ain't coming to infield, Bigfoot.
I'm just happy that my one theory on Bigfoot you guys have embraced, and I love that.
Little dick Bigfoot.
Little dick Bigfoot.
All right, so into the line, getting to the bottom. Is there a cryptid you personally think is real or personally think is not real? Paulie.
I want him to be real.
Okay.
I do want him to be real.
And I think that's a fair answer.
But I think also the water ones, again, I think the water ones,
Most
if there's
likely.
going to be one, yeah, because it's unexplored. We haven't explored it. We haven't done anything like that. I would think if there was, especially a bigger, like a Sasquatchy one,
yeah.
that we would have found some sort, as much as people look for
At
him.
least some fucking poop.
So I mean, they say
A
they
little
find
hair
some kind
or
of a scat
something.
of them or whatever. You're gonna find some bones.
Yeah.
You're gonna find something.
Yeah.
You know. So I think those are a little tougher to.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know.
It's harder to take in. I agree.
But
Could be.
in the end, what does it hurt?
Sure. Doesn't hurt anything. Agreed.
And it's fun.
Agreed. Jesse, do you believe in any cryptids?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Just the sheer vastness of
all of the
of
forest.
dense forest. Like
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of like national parks and stuff like that, and there's there are even places that aren't national parks, just untouched. Like there's some shit out there, especially like in the Northwest,
Yeah.
that just hasn't been
yeah.
seen by humans in centuries, probably.
Totally.
You know
and
what I
all
mean?
the cave systems and
Yeah, the caves, all that shit. Like, why do you think they haven't found D.B. Cooper yet?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He disappeared in that shit.
He
and
probably lived
people
there.
were looking
Cooper's a
really
Bigfoot?
hard. He could
Probably
maybe.
knows. He probably knows them.
Yeah.
Do you have one that you think isn't real?
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of these are just.
Kind of superstition type thing?
Well, there's some. It's part superstition, part. Something that just like an anomaly, something like like a coyote that got into some scut or has some kind of genetic mutation where it doesn't have hair or something like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Two-headed cows and whatnot.
yeah, shit like that.
Have you, when I was little, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
But when I was little, one of the guys that my mom was having sex with at the time.
Yeah.
Not at the time she was having sex with him, but he.
Did he have sex with a Bigfoot too?
No.
Okay.
Nope. But he had me out.
But he did with Bigfoot's ghost.
He did have me going out in the woods with a
A spotlight?
Nope. I had a like a pillowcase
Oh yeah.
and go and hunting for snipes.
He had to go for snipes.
Snipe hunting. Is that a cryptid?
I think that is just a thing that they use to fool silly little kids.
Oh.
Yeah, they did it to
That
me.
the
I turned stay busy so I could bang your mom.
They did that to me too. They sent me snipe hunting.
Yeah.
Now a jackalope,
man.
the bunny with the antlers.
Yeah, they say
I would
that's
say that's a
real.
cryptid.
Yeah, they say that that's a cryptid.
I
remember there's a TV show like the Bloopers TV
Yeah,
show.
I would watch that.
Right when I was young, it had Ed McMahon and
Dave Coulier or something, right? Where they had the jackalope.
Right, and they had the jackalope
he
on
did
there.
the little voice.
Yeah, so they kind of made fun of it. I guess that had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
they probably pulled it from that. Yeah. I mean, if you go up in towards like the Northwest and stuff, like Utah, that area, you'll find little like taxidermied ones all over the place.
Yeah, I think some guy just stuck some antlers on it.
Oh yeah, and it looked funny, and people were like, "Let's make
a
this
rabbit,"
a thing.
and then made it.
It's a
into
great
something.
fisherman story.
So if
to
I were
speak.
gonna say one is fake, the jackalope's probably fake. That's the one that's probably fake. But if I was gonna say one is real, I agree. The water ones have a high chance of being based on something real, but I'm going with the Mothman because I'm opening myself up. I'm opening myself up to the Mothman's power. I want it to show up. I want it to warn me of something bad.
I think they're all something.
Yeah.
I think maybe they're all something. When
Yeah.
people see them, I don't want to tell people that they're lying about shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think so
especially
either.
if there's more than
I don't
one
think
person.
they're lying.
Especially when the whole town sees
They
it.
may not have all of the information they
something
need,
out there.
but I do believe they saw something.
There's some.
After the alien stuff came out, I can't say no to nothing anymore. After they were like, no, we got aliens. Shit, okay.
Yeah. And then
I believe you.
to make you feel better, you got to come up with something to explain the something you saw.
Mm-hmm.
So you come up with a Sasquatch.
Yep. Mouthman.
A mouth man.
Mouthman.
Mouthman.
Mouthman. All right, y'all. I think we did it. I think we got to the bottom of the cryptids, and that is that cryptids, real or not, incredibly fun. And most likely, there's something to it because you don't get that many identical reports without there being a kernel of truth. And so, at the end of the day, you're not crazy. You just had a weird experience, and I'm glad you found other people to share it with. Got anything we want to say before we sign off? Anything you need to plug,
Oh,
Jesse?
Jesse. Yeah. You plug in some.
Oh, I guess I do have a new podcast coming out.
Ooh,
Oh!
yeah. Jesse's got the new
Is it
pod
about
coming.
cryptids?
It's not about cryptids. It's more or less. It's just a throwback. It's basically I built a late night talk show studio in my garage.
Hell yeah.
And set it up to do a 4-camera shoot, and I just wanted to do like a late night talk show style podcast where there's zero political talk.
I love that.
We're gonna have
that.
pre-film sketches, on scene like interviews and stuff. Like I get shit faced and I go magnet fishing.
Hell yeah.
Where I go out with a golf pro and I also get shit faced.
Yes.
And I just ruin everybody's fun. Here pretty soon, I'm getting ready to go get my driver's license renewed, but I'm gonna get a bunch of fake grease pencil tattoos on me, and I'm gonna go in with a grill, and I'm gonna see if I can get away with getting a driver's license photo taken that is completely unhinged,
Looking like Post Malone, huh?
right? Pretty much. But yeah, it's called Detached, and I start filming tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
So keep following us. We'll make sure we link out to Jesse's new pod, Detached, and I'm sure we're going to show up over there too and have a good time. For Jesse Turney, I am your snake daddy, your shitposter supreme, Matt Keck. Alongside me is the light of my life,
Paul Blurry Ass Photo Shields.
and that makes this a bottom boys
Out!